In the charming town of Maplewood, the crisp breeze rustled the autumn leaves and every nook seemed to murmur. A woman named Clara lived a life of love and loss. She was the embodiment of grace, with a smile that could brighten even the bleakest of days. She had always been the nurturing soul in her circle, a passionate cook, a gardener, and a devoted wife to her husband, Mark. Clara's life was characterized by her cozy home, her garden, and her growing unease with her marriage. Mark was a devoted software engineer who was frequently engrossed in the realm of algorithms and codes. His work necessitated lengthy hours, which left Clara to manage their cozy home and pursue her hobbies during their comfortable life together. Clara was unable to shake the sense of monotony that had settled over their marriage. The once vibrant conversations about ambitions and aspirations had dwindled into discussions about bills and chores, and the focus had shifted to a weekend barbecue. The turning point occurred during a weekend barbecue at the home of Clara and Alex Mark, who was her college acquaintance. The gathering was characterized by the echoing laughter of friends. Alex Mark's college friend, who had relocated back to town recently, was among the guests at Under the Fading Sun. He was charismatic and adventurous. The evening progressed and Clara found herself drawn to Alex's infectious enthusiasm for life. Clara and Alex's connection was growing and they began to engage in coffee dates. Alex brought a spark of energy that Clara had not realized she desired. The following few weeks unfolded like a well-written novel, with lengthy walks and stolen moments. Initially, Clara and Alex began to meet more frequently under the pretense of discussing a community project that was of mutual interest. These meetings quickly changed into coffee dates and long walks in the park, during which they would share their thoughts, dreams, and fears. Clara felt heard and understood in a manner that she had not experienced in years. The internal conflict within Clara was torn between Mark and Alex on a sunny afternoon as they strolled through the vibrant park. Alex turned to Clara with a serious expression on his face, reminding her that life sometimes leads us to unexpected places, and it is acceptable to pursue happiness. His words hung in the air, heavy with meaning, and Clara experienced a rush of emotions, including confusion, excitement, and a hint of guilt. "I love you." Mark hesitated to look away, but I am occasionally unable to let go of the emotional fallout that Clara disclosed to him. Clara was aware that she had to confront her emotions directly one evening as they sat on the sofa and watched their preferred program. Clara was unable to shake the sensation of disconnection. She felt as though she was leading a double life, with Alex increasingly separating her from the life she had established with Mark. Eventually, she turned to Mark, her voice trembling. "I have been experiencing a sense of disconnection. Therefore, I believe it is imperative that we resolve certain issues in our relationship." The journey of Clara and Mark to rebuild their marriage through therapy, modest victories, and healing Mark's expression transitioned from one of apprehension to one of astonishment, as Clara disclosed her affection for Alex. The agony in his eyes penetrated Clara. "Clara, I trusted you like a knife. How could you betray that trust?" Clara begged, her eyes streaming with tears. "I am aware that I have made mistakes and I apologize for them. However, I must be candid with you. I am committed to resolving this matter in any way possible." Clara and Mark began attending couples therapy, which marked the beginning of their healing process. As they navigated the aftermath of her betrayal, the days turned into weeks. Through couples therapy, they began to peel back the layers of their relationship, addressing the issues that had led Clara to seek solace in Alex. It was a painful but necessary journey, filled with tears, frustration, and moments of breakthrough. Gradually, they began to rebuild their foundation. At the same time, Clara made the difficult decision to sever her relationship with Alex. She was aware that continuing to see him would only serve to further complicate matters. One afternoon, she encountered him at their preferred cafe, where they had shared numerous fantasies and laughs. She stated, "Alex, we need to talk." Her voice was steady but tinged with sorrow. I have made the decision to concentrate on my marriage. I am unable to see you anymore. I must work to rebuild my life with Mark." There was a sense of disappointment in Alex's expression, which obscured his features. "I comprehend the situation. However, it does not alter my emotions." Clara fought back tears. "I am aware of the reality, but I must be truthful with myself and Mark. I cannot continue to live in deception." Clara and Mark reconnected, finding hope for the future. Months passed and Clara and Mark continued to work through their issues. They celebrated minor victories, such as sharing a laugh over dinner or taking walks together, without the burden of unspoken words looming over them. Their resilience was demonstrated by the fact that each day was a step toward recovery. During one evening, they were seated on the sofa. Mark turned to Clara, and a smile broke through the shadows of their past. "You are aware that I have witnessed your growth throughout this process, and I am proud of you." Mark, Clara's heart was filled with gratitude as she glowed. "It has been a difficult voyage, but I am appreciative of your patience and comprehension." Clara and Mark embrace each other, discovering optimism for the future. Mark clasped her hand, his gaze genuine. "I desire for us to continue to develop in order to re-establish a more profound connection." Clara nodded, her voice filled with determination. "I too am eager to rediscover the joy we once shared." As they leaned into each other, the stars began to twinkle in the night sky, a reminder of the beauty that still existed in their world. Clara was aware that the road ahead would be difficult, but she was resolute in her determination to confront it alongside Mark. Like what you heard. There's plenty more heartbreak and secrets to come. Hit like, subscribe, and stay curious with Tangled Truths.